Hello, welcome to the 13th floor. I'm Marty Duda. Today we have with us Mousey, aka Serena. You've just flown up from Christchurch, so welcome to Auckland.
Thank you.
How was the flight?
It was empty.
Yeah.
There wasn't very many people on the plane at all.
Well, I guess that's kind of what you want.
Yeah, it was good. So not very many people heard how wrong my quiz answers were.
Ah, very good.
So it's okay.
All right. So we're here to talk about your new record, which I have a copy of right here. It's called My Friends, and it's coming out tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about it all?
I'm feeling okay. I think it's a weird time, but I'm starting to get more excited that I'm here.
Right.
We're doing lots of interviews and people are getting excited about it. So yeah.
And you're going to play a song for us while you're here too,
Yeah.
right? So hang on for that, folks. All right, so we'll just get into the nuts and bolts of making the record. You recorded this with Ben down in the sitting room. So what's like working with him? We hear all sorts of great things about him.
He's crazy. That's probably the first one. And it was amazing, and it was a fantastic, beautiful experience. We got cabin fever so bad.
Right.
But we spent a lot of time there. I think the actual recording side took about 2 months, which is long for a studio record. And then Ben and I also mixed it together, which took probably another month. So that's a lot of time to spend with someone. Most of the time I was in my pajamas, just like bum pants and, just drinking lots of wine and late nights and lots of YouTube videos and lots of distractions. That's why it took so long.
That's why it took so long.
We're just watching YouTube.
So when you and Ben started working, did you have discussions about what kind of sound you were looking for on this record? What kind of feel?
Yeah, I actually had, obviously, because I wanted him to be on the same page as me, because we were co-producing it.
Yep,
so
that was good idea.
So I had, just to start off with, I had a reference premonitions playlist, and it was 10 songs, and I can reel off some of them. I can't remember all of them. Every Time the Sun Comes Up by Sharon Van Etten. Rewind by Goldspot. I think maybe like Kiss Off by the Violent Femmes. Maybe probably something Beatlesy.
Oh. There's always a Beatle in there.
There's always on someone's reference premonitions, but maybe Spring or Added Up. Is it Added Up by Angel Olsen?
Angel
from
Olsen.
My Woman.
Yeah, she's great.
She's also on everyone's list. So
yes, absolutely. Well, that's cool. So then once that happened, who did what when you got into the studio? How was it working?
Well, before we got there, we did like the core band. So me, David, Terry, and Chris. Drums, bass, guitar, just classic. We learnt the songs probably about 75% and locked in the parts, and which gave us room to move in the studio. So we knew the songs, and then we started playing them through, going and listening, and every song was a different journey to just make it work.
Yep, it sounds like that.
Yeah.
It sounds like each one has been taken on its own rather than trying to make everything sound as a whole.
Absolutely, yeah. No sound palette.
Right.
Or maybe there is, but it's just really broad.
Yep.
And it was just about making each song, which is at the center, just making it work in whatever way that is. And there were just no egos, which was fantastic. And I just was up for anything. We were really just trying to make it work in this big world that is Mousey. It's like very broad, so we have a lot of options. Yeah.
Well, let's get specific. It opens with the title track, My Friends. Sounds like, is it a flute that's kind of kicking things off?
I can't actually remember what we landed on. She played flute and piccolo, and it might actually be the piccolo.
Okay. And who was she?
Sheena.
Sheena
Ray. Yeah, she's awesome.
Oh, okay.
She's a saxophonist in Christchurch.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. And what can you tell me about the song? Because it's the title track, so it's obviously takes some kind of preeminence in the record.
Yeah. So I named the record before I started writing it, and My Friends was the first song that I wrote, and I wrote it at Heaton Intermediate, where I was teaching as an itinerant teacher, just
Okay.
waiting for students, you know.
Right.
So endless time, just waiting for students that aren't going to show up. And so I wrote this song. So thank you, Toby, or whoever it was that didn't show up for your
Right.
lesson that day. I wrote the song My Friends. And I guess maybe what sparked the inspiration was for my birthday, my husband Chris, and also drummer Chris, and manager Chris, he made me a book, like an actual book with a hardcover, and it's called You Are Loved. And it had a bunch of nice messages from about 40 of my friends.
That's all right.
And so when I'm having a bad day, I can just look in the book and see these nice messages that people have given me. So yeah, kind of that like self-talk kind of thing. You know,
Right.
I don't always feel extremely loved, but that's down to me. Just trust issues and stuff. So fun stuff like that.
Fun stuff. All right.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
So yeah, just a lot of self-talk in that song. Yeah.
Now I see you have a video for The Bench. Kind of like a very bored-looking girl band backing you up.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well, it's funny. Like, I didn't intend on them being bored until we got there, and then they started to look really cool when they weren't trying, and then we just went with that.
Yep.
And obviously, I'm just going psycho in the front. So,
Right.
yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of the stuff with the videos just kind of happen when we're there, and they're just decisions that we make on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about the song? What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, the song, The Bench, it's just about a feeling that I have felt throughout my life, throughout high school and beyond, just with guys being stupid and like not valuing women's characters and just valuing their appearance, and then how that ties into my anxiety and sometimes not feeling confident to go out. Yeah.
Okay. Now there's a song called Pudding and Pie, which it's about 6 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it's kind of in the middle of the record, so it feels like almost like the centerpiece of the record.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a drum machine or an actual drum. I can ask Chris.
Yeah.
Let me know, but it builds up to quite a dramatic
Yep.
breakdown and all sorts of stuff. So
Yeah.
what's happening there?
I reckon, as you said, it's the heart of the record.
Okay.
Like that's the beating heart. It's very dark and deep. No, it wasn't a drum machine. We struggled with this one. I think what we ended up doing was just getting Chris to do a robot take, to pretend to be a drum machine and do a lot of short sounds, so like
Right.
hi-hats and snare only, no cymbals.
Uh-huh.
And then we quantized it and processed it so it sounds like a drum machine. But as you can hear from the next track on the record, My Hands Are Made of Glass, that's a drum machine. And
Right.
the sound is just not meaty enough, or the
Right.
drum machine that we had anyway.
Right.
So we decided to make our own robot drums from organic and make them processed. And then Chris, that was kind of the base layer, and then we did real drums on top of that.
Uh-huh.
So 2 layers of drums. Yeah. And really pleased with that sound, actually. I'm probably going to use that trick in the future.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's fun.
And why are you singing about pudding and pie?
That's a good question. Next question.
Okay, all right, we'll just move right on then. Well, you did mention My Hands Are Made of Glass, and there's a video for that as well,
Yeah.
and that's the following track, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll touch on that instead.
Yeah.
There's some little kids kind of lip-syncing
Yeah.
to you, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, that song was written when we were in the midst of our first tour.
Right.
And there was a little bit of conflict on tour. And then, as per usual, when there's conflict, I took all of the blame and just hid away. And I felt so bad. And it was just this repeated behavior. And then I wrote this song as kind of like an explanation and an apology to one of my bandmates. And I, sent it to them on voicemail, and
So are you looking forward to touring again after that experience?
Absolutely.
Right.
I think that I mean, the guys in the band, we've been friends for so long that it was such a tiny conflict, and it doesn't matter,
right.
you know. I think that our relationships are healthy. Yeah.
I hope so. Because you guys are playing up here at the Tuning Fork, right?
Yes, we are.
So
yeah.
That's going to be fun. What kind of show are you going to put on?
That's a good question. We haven't started practicing yet.
Uh-huh.
We were going to kind of treat the festivals that we were playing as like a practice run, because we did a tour where we mixed the songs of Lemon Law and my friends together. We did a tour maybe last year or the year before with a lot of the songs from the new record. So we were going to treat those festivals as kind of like refresher, but we didn't end up having a refresher because those were cancelled. So we're starting rehearsals on Wednesday. I'll let you know.
Okay, keep me posted. And what about the artwork for the album? It's pretty nice.
Yeah, so
where's that come from?
This is done by Christian Shortall, one of my closest friends, and she's also Pickle Darling's partner.
Okay.
So Lucas Mayo's partner. She's so good. She doesn't usually do watercolor. I don't actually think she's ever done watercolor before. And I asked her to do this kind of golden book thing, and I told her exactly what I wanted, like the girl pointing, the energy, and the log. I wanted all of that, and the river, and this figure like just by themselves. So I laid it all out for her of what was in my head, and she just made it.
Cool.
And it's amazing. It's just brown pencil and watercolor. Yeah, so she did a great job.
Now you're going to perform a song for us, right?
Yeah.
Have you thought about which one it's going to be yet?
Yeah, let's do Pudding. Why not?
Pudding. Oh.
Yeah.
Can you do that with just you?
I mean, I can give it a go.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about it before we hear you sing it?
No, it's okay. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for coming up and talking to me. Hope it goes well tomorrow when the album goes out.
Thank you.
And we'll probably see you at the Tuning Fork.
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks.
You know you can come to me no matter what you do. I'm just a feather. You can get away with murder. That's my right at the beginning, I tied a knot for you. I dug a hole for you. Our love's a four-leaf clover. It lies, but whenever we talk we fight. You wanna go left, I go right. Something gets caught in the way. Something gets caught in the We are a cat and mouse. We're playing both the parts. Should I keep chasing you off a cliff? I've tried, but whenever we talk we fight. You wanna go left, I go right. got in the way. It was only ever gonna be a half pie. 3 years of firing up the gaslight. I open up, you tell me I'm pathetic. Little chance that you'll ever regret it. Little hope that we could ever get this clean. Oh, oh. I won't be your patsy schmuck. I won't be your spitting cup. I won't be your dumping truck. Flags up, don't push me no more. I'm tired, I'm tired.